Telcom, Amex, North American Telecommunications. These are the heavy providers. Verizon, you got T-Mobile, you got Sprint, you got Motorola, which is no longer in here. It was bought by Google. Um, One of the things that we will tell you in here is that it's very important that the telecom is part of the economy. We had, and let me tell you the wonderful thing about this telecom is they like to lead rallies. And telecom will lead rallies like other key sectors that we have covered today. But when telecom is rallying, that's great for the bull. Look in 2009, they were all on sell. But look at the longer, broader bull run up till the 2011 correction. But then let's take a look and just blow up the 2012 scenario in the telecom, part of the 2011 lows. We have, for the very first time in a very, very long time, that when we rallied up in the beginning of the year, we had that pullback and we tested where that calendar 2000 low was, and here's the 2012 breakout. There's the correction. It was a double bottom. Now, what's funny about this is that this particular weekly telecommunications, if you take a look at other key sectors such as technology, such as consumers, and transports, they all go hand in hand here. This is the one that has taken or held up the longest, but also provided for the broader bull across the broader tape in Wall Street is that look at the 10-week moving average, the blue line. Look at this great breakout. That's what leads markets higher. Telecom is very important. Most people overlook telecom. I'm going to give you a trend line. It's going to be right here. And I'll tell you, right now, up front, excuse me, something got in the way there. This 20-week moving average, if we break below it and get into a weekly sell signal, just as telecom leads rallies like semiconductors and various other parts of the broader market, you always want to see this in bull runs. Now, it still has a longer term bull in play, but it has a bare short term reversal. One of the things that we teach our people, and mutual fund managers, you better be listening to me. Because if I break this lower weekly half bar over here, this is the weekly breakout bar that's going to be the top end of this lower support level. But once again, it's the first major week below the 10-week. It hasn't turned over yet. But if it goes, the broader market will go with it. What led the broader market higher? This key index right here. You may not understand quite why yet, but I will tell you beyond a reasonable doubt that if this leads down lower, that means that these other broader indexes are going to continue to sell lower. Okay? Fiscal cliff, there's a lot of problems around the world, but who cares about that? This is the major bull area. And some of these major names are held by big institutions, mutual fund managers, hedge fund managers. Some of these names that are in here pay some great dividend yields. AMT is a good one to watch. That's a leader in here now. Okay, Verizon is another one that we watch, and we've gone through the earnings, TDS and T-Mobile, and so we always want to see where these names are selling. The broader market will sell further if we break below this trend line, below that 20-week. Should we close 4 weeks like this below the 10-week, and the 10-week starts to roll over? Then the broader markets are going to go lower as well, because this will lead them down. So far, it's been one of the key ones that have held up quite well is the, like I said, the North American Telecommunication Index. It's held up better than the Dow. It's held up better than the S&P. It's held up better than a lot of other key indexes and sector indices. But it's at risk and it's very vulnerable. Goes lower, we go lower. This weekly half bar that I have the X, I'm going to just draw a trend line right through it. This is half of that weekly bar. That would be the support level. Here's that 50-week moving average. Now, Telecom can catch up to the broader indexes that are testing their 50-week moving averages, because they will. And this is the problem that the bull is going to face right now is that this whole index is at risk. Be aware, it's very important. It has a huge significance in the broader part of all the rest of the indices and the sectors that we cover because it's one of the last ones that just barely got to close below the weekly moving average right here on a big down day now. Okay, and if this turns over and goes down like the other ones, listen, it's only the beginning, but it's something to be noteworthy because the other what it means is that when stocks do make their runs, and if this is selling off, that means that the stocks are going to sell into resistance, period. So, once again, we cover these things for a reason, and there is a major reason. So, this was a place for people to make money, and they provide great bull moves. And this is where a lot of your bigger money in Wall Street likes to go is in this index right here.